everyone was literally telling us, "You are crazy." I remember people pulling me aside and saying, "Brett, you're going to make a massive, catastrophic financial decision here." And now it seems silly to look back and realize how much the town has supported us. The history of the project is really cool. It was originally built in 1922. We actually have all of the original documentation. What happened was the town got together and realized they needed a hotel, but there was no individual that was actually rich enough to build the hotel, or no one was willing to put up all the money. So they actually had a condo board created, and they created a stock shares in the hotel. And originally the project was supposed to be 4 stories. It was so successful at its launch that they upped it to 7 stories because they had so much money. So it's kind of cool because it's like, this is the only building that is truly Salisbury's building because it was owned by 100 different individuals in the town. So what ended up happening was we ended up having the first floor of the building gutted, and we took a leap of faith, removed everything, and then realized we wanted to build a restaurant, an iconic restaurant downtown.
It wasn't until we opened up the space that it was able to kind of like talk to us and tell us what needed to go where. And that was when we looked around and said, okay, first of all, the bar needs to go right here. That's step one. The whole restaurant should revolve around the location of the bar. And from there, we placed the kitchen and the seating and everything else. And that's kind of how we arrive at the gigantic floor-to-ceiling bar that Mogens has right now. So we decided to kind of roll the dice, and I think we were the only idiots expanding a restaurant during the first 6 months of the COVID pandemic. But it also worked out because a lot of restaurants needed to kind of change what they do and how they do it.
We're firm believers in the fact that these buildings have names, these buildings have histories. They're not our buildings. Even if we built something, it's not ours. We're a steward for these projects.
Yeah, and we're constantly surprised by what we uncover. So by uncovering it for people and leaving it there, we're kind of giving ourselves a lesson on what was here before, like this little history lesson on architecture, by saying, oh, wow, I didn't realize that they did it this way, or somebody's design decision 80 years ago was totally unique in this building.
We ended up developing a love for the building and a love for downtown. And since then, we've purchased 11 more buildings downtown. So it's gone from a passion project to we've quite a bit invested in downtown Salisbury. And the development of that happened very quickly. And it was really quite amazing because the timing worked out. As we were developing our real estate portfolio in downtown was going under major renovation. And that symbiotic relationship ended up being a catalyst for essentially all of the stuff that's going on now downtown. We're definitely not the only player. We're definitely not the only developer, but we felt like we were one of the early adopters, which has made it easy for us to make a lot of decisions that a business wouldn't normally make. We can pick passion and do the right thing for the community over top of just purely profits. It's a way where we can take the community involvement, bring it into the project and say, it's not just the lobby of an old hotel. It's an art gallery. It's not just the first floor, it's an ice cream parlor. It's not just a basement, it's a data center. And that's what Salisbury downtown needed. It needed not just one thing. It didn't need a restaurant, it didn't need an office space, it didn't need a data center. It needed everything. And this project was the catalyst for all of that. Everything in this lobby is designed to be durable but still have a historic feel. So this is all marble that you would see from back in the original time periods. Every piece of trim work is designed to match historic standards, and everything you're looking at, chair rails up to the actual crown, is all based on historic trim work. Probably my favorite part about this lobby is these big chandeliers and domes you see. That dome where the main chandelier is actually was custom retrofitted. The fact that we didn't just take a simple ceiling or anything and just leave it geometrically bland. Instead, we Our team was really passionate about making sure that there was a lot of shapes, a lot of colors. We started with 2 floors of this building and thought there was no way we would ever own the whole thing. And to know now where we are, it's crazy. We go have a drink at Mogan's and laugh about the first day. It was 2 days before Christmas, and I was on the 5th floor installing trim work and painting. I remember that first week we were here doing the work, Bryce asked me, how long do you think it'll be until we buy the whole building? And I said, Bryce, it probably won't ever happen, but maybe 20 years, 30 years. And it's been less than 5 years, and we've accomplished that entire vision, more so than I could have ever dreamed. I poured my heart and soul into it, and our team did, and a lot of people did, and it has changed our entire life, and it's changed everything for our company. I look forward to taking my kids around downtown, and I wanted Salisbury to be more, and I really knew that it was, and knowing that people feel like we changed their town that's what we do this for, and that we can talk to people that were here through the struggle and tried for decades, and to be able to say that we were able to help them, that means everything to us.